Thanks, Carol.
Thank you. Now, as little as a few years ago, this would have been unthinkable. Today, the Queen will shake hands with the former IRA commander, Martin McGuinness.
In 1979, the IRA killed the Queen's cousin, Lord Mountbatten. This morning's meeting is being seen as a significant moment in Northern Ireland's peace process. Joining us now from Belfast. Your thoughts today. Very much appreciate your time. That's Alan McBride, who lost his wife and father-in-law. That was back in 1993 in the Shankill Road bombing.
And an extraordinary philosophical reflection on the legacy of the Troubles by someone directly affected. 24 minutes past 8. Steph is at a factory in Lincoln this morning looking at who might be following the government's call to go into engineering. Morning, Steph. Great advert, isn't she?
Absolutely.
Tough for the job. Brilliant. 27 minutes past 8, the BBC News.
Here on Breakfast, 17 Grammy Awards, more than 100 albums.
Time now, though, to get the news, travel and weather where you are. See you in a moment. Good morning. You're watching Breakfast with Charlie State and Susanna Reid.
Our main stories this morning is what's being seen as a significant moment for the Northern Ireland peace process. The Queen will shake hands this morning with the former IRA commander, Martin McGuinness.
The meeting with Northern Ireland's Deputy First Minister will be the first time the Queen's met with a senior member of Sinn Féin. An explosion in Oldham yesterday, which killed a 2-year-old boy named locally as Jamie Heaton, is now being treated as suspicious.
The government is publishing its long-awaited plans to reform the House of Lords today. The proposals are expected to see peers all but halved in number and could mean 80% being elected for 15 years.
Doctors are being told that thousands of lives could be saved if hospitals diagnosed and treated blood clots in the legs and lungs more quickly.
And 12 years after they split up, the Spice Girls have reunited for a second time to launch a new West End musical based on their hit songs. How's this for a wedding occasion? Most couples want their wedding day to be a memorable one, but for the right reasons. In America at the weekend, one bride and groom caused a bit of a splash. Have a look at this.
They were standing on having to look after the bride. Shouldn't it be the groom looking after the bride in that circumstance? I wonder if that caused a ripple.
We wish them well.
Of course we do. Those are the main stories this morning. Here's what's coming up on the programme. From late night kebabs to an American Idol and an American icon. And now we're going to have a look at the success of the Brits at Wimbledon. Morning, Sally.
Good morning. It was a great...
Thanks so much.
Time now is 8:40. The writer Nora Ephron, who's best known for her work on romantic comedies like When Harry Met Sally and You've Got Mail, has died at the age of 71.
Going to be talking about her films, but first back at some of those she was involved with. Let's talk about Nora Ephron now to Kevin Burke, who is a film critic. What did she capture that made them so brilliant?
I think what was unique...
Just say about Nora Ephron, there's not many screenwriters who famous name in the world of 71.
Time now is 8:45. There aren't many cookbooks which could boast a roast chicken recipe from a member of the royal family, but that's where Tom Parker Bowles has the edge, as his mother is, of course, the Duchess of Cornwall.
Well, his latest book is Let's Eat, and it draws on Camilla's home cooking, but doesn't include some of the more unusual foods that he's eaten over the years, like water beetles. Tom, welcome.
I actually ate them ages ago for another book in Laos, in Southeast Asia.
Right.
And...
You're big on comfort food, aren't you?
Yeah.
Now, and from close to home
yes.
as well. Because in one of the recipes you say the question that you constantly get asked, is your mother a good cook? Now, is she a good cook?
She is a good cook. I mean,
So, should we talk about monks and booze? Do you want to introduce this one?
Yeah, monks and booze. There is a link somewhere. Monks are known for living peaceful lives. Plenty of time, you'd expect, dedicated to study and to prayer.
But the Benedictine monks at Ampleforth Abbey in North Yorkshire have found another way to fill their days, brewing beer. They haven't done it for more than 200 years, so Ed Thomas has been to see why they're doing it again. There we go. That was the story about monks and booze. I promised you. Now, have you heard of Adam Lambert? He's about to get much bigger. In 2009, he was runner-up on American Idol. 3 years later, he has a Grammy nomination, a #1 album, and a legion of fans in the States, and in fact on Twitter. More than 1.5 million followers, I think, you've got on Twitter, haven't you?
At the Atlantic, performing as a frontman for Queen in London next month could help.
It was amazing. And so we kept in touch after that and said, we got to do something more. We have to.
Brief version of your journey. So, well, you know,
Oh,
what was
yeah,
your-
I'll do it really quick for
Yeah,
you.
go on
American
then.
Idol.
A little bit. I've kind of gotten a little bit out of my system, I think.
Is that what you wore to Elton John's party? Because
No, I
I
was
can
A
see
few tall hairdos on the programme.
you're doing pretty well this morning.
I know, I haven't got a chance against the...
Thank you. I appreciate that. I try.
I just want to ask about American Idol. The American Idol singers go on to have, you know, big success, but not necessarily over here. Kelly Clarkson, massive.
Yeah.
And the singer Tony Bennett, who's going to be here in just a moment.
But first, here's a quick last look what's happening where you are.
Look who's here. He's won 17 Grammy Awards, numerous accolades, could be the hardest working man in music. At the age of 85, when he could be forgiven for putting his feet up, Tony Bennett is embarking on a European tour.
How it came about. Did she approach you? Did you approach...
People who you thought were talents being ravaged by
including
drugs.
myself. I was smart enough to stop at a young...
Drop
Climate, about the Great Depression.
of people through a lot of low points, I'm sure, in their lives as well. And as we're talking to you, I wonder if we can just show some pictures of another duet that you've done. You've worked with Michael Bublé, and in this particular piece of music you're singing Don't Get Around.
Old Smoothie, isn't he?
He's very good. He's very good. And you know...
Who is out now, and Tony's in concert this week in Liverpool and in Manchester and the Royal Albert Hall.
It's been a sheer pleasure, Tony
Thank
Bennett.
you
Lovely
very,
to
very
see you.
much.
Thank you
you.
so much.
We're
Don't
back
go
tomorrow at
away.
6.
Stay with us. We're just
Oh,
going to say
well,
goodbye to
thank
the
you.
audience.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a lovely day.